Here is our Kreg pocket hole machine. We're super lucky to have it. It's about a $3,000 machine. We got it so you could experience some production woodworking. This is what you would see in a production shop for cabinetry or furniture building. And please don't abuse it. So I shouldn't see any boards laying around like this. I have a whole bunch of holes just pointlessly drilled into it. It's a real waste of the machine and a waste of the bit. So the drill bits are around 36 bucks. They're in there. They're really expensive. They're heat treated. That makes them quite costly. One thing that a lot of students come up to me constantly and say, hey, Mr. Heiser, the clamp won't lift up. So right now I can't put my board in because the clamp is down. See how the clamp is down? In order to get the clamp up, you have to turn the machine on. So right here's the on switch. Once I turn that on, see how the clamp immediately goes up? So now this line right here represents where it's going to drill. So right there, that's where it's going to drill the hole on that little line. So you want to center your mark right there on that line. It has a fence to it. So the board has to be all the way up to the fence. If the board's not all the way up to the fence, it's not going to drill correctly. So I'm going to push my board in here. Once I turn it on, I'm going to push it all the way up to the fence. And this is foot pedal activated. So notice this is tap and release. So you're going to do a quick tap and release. Tap and release. You're not going to step on it and hold it. It's going to be a tap and release. Okay? If you step on it and hold it, it keeps drilling and it will break the drill bit. Also, when you're done using it, remember to turn it off. This thing will run all day long. My students won't turn it off and it'll just keep running and running and running. And what it does is it stretches out the drive belt and then we have problems with it. So if you could remember to turn it back off, that'd be great. It's a pretty quiet machine. As far as safety goes, I mean, just keep your hands back from this point. Okay, these are a little set. You can set these up to help you measure and make marks. But you don't have to totally take them off because this just flips up. But your hands should never be in this zone. It's probably about a 4-inch margin of safety. You can keep them way back here. Obviously, you put your hand in there, you can either get drilled with the drill bit or squished with the clamp. So you have to keep your hand back here about a 4-inch margin of safety. So I'm going to turn this on, push this all the way to the back, come over here, tap and release. All right, and then it drill the hole for me. So I'm going to show you on this side. Okay, tap and release. Okay, and it drilled the hole for me. Then I'm going to come over here and turn it off. So on, off, real simple. Down the back, you'll see that's where the sawdust comes out. The sawdust comes out the back. This is air powered, so we have to have the air compressor on for this to work. That's our Kreg machine. Please respect it. Please take care of it and do a good job.